you put money in your wallet, you do absolutely nada except breathe. Open the wallet and the money gone.
Happens to me every day.
Every day. Sounds a lot like, well, this is a lot, happens to a lot of people all year round, but especially at Christmas time, it's like it just evaporates out of your wallet. We're here to help us keep a lid on overspending this season. Communication specialist at the Consumer Affairs Commission, Dorothy Campbell. Good morning.
Good morning.
We always see you at this time of year.
Yes, and I'm always happy to be here.
Yes, I don't know how many people take your instructions and benefit from them, but we're still bringing you here because we still want to forewarn people, because to be forewarned is to be forearmed. So, biggest mistake that people make at this time of year, you find, when we head out there to shop?
I think they absorb the pressure of the season and make some purchases that are not necessary. So that buyer's remorse, I think a lot of persons engage in that.
Spirit of the season? It's just a time to...
It's just the music, the nice decorations, you know, the euphoria, family coming, and you just want everything to be nice and special because all year you've been working so hard and everything is just humdrum, you know, the 9 to 5 and the kids, and so you want to spruce up the place and you want to buy something special.
I deserve this.
Yes.
And that.
Right.
And that.
Yeah, and then it's the that gets you into trouble. You know, the this and that is fine, but when you get to the that, that's when you're heading
But you're
into
not
problems.
suggesting that we must just, you know, do not that.
No. We're not Scrooges at the Consumer Affairs Commission. We're saying just be very conscious of the fact that in another couple of weeks, you know, the kids go back to school, the bills are due, and so on. But the planning should have been taking place prior to, in terms of the shopping. So when you go out to shop, make sure that, you know, you're going to get off track, 1 or 2 items, but not a substantial purchase where it will put you in the debtor's jail.
Yeah, I was preparing for this, and I don't know if it was you who suggested, but there's an article and the suggestion that if you get a bonus, you must invest it. What?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna buy some stuff with my money, but invest.
Well, even if you don't.
No, I mean.
If you don't put it all in,
yeah.
You know, I mean, don't treat yourself.
But in a serious way, January is around the corner.
Yeah.
Not only that.
And it's a long wait.
Exactly, because a lot of people get paid early in December, spend off the money, and get pay regular time in January, and dead for hungry between that stretch between.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you really have to be savvy.
A lot of Ben Johnson days.
A lot of Ben
So
Johnson
you're not
days.
suggesting that we must just go home and don't do nothing
No,
at all,
no.
but you're saying, what's the word? Frugal? Is that
Yes,
the word?
exactly. We want you to enjoy your Christmas, and we want the children to have a good Christmas. But what we're saying is just be careful about where you spend and how much you spend.
Let's talk about some of those ways to manage the expenses, manage our expectations, things, the red flags we ought to look out for if we go in the stores. What are some of the things we need to be wary of when we walk into that store as consumers?
Well, first of all, we want to say we know that a lot of big purchases are happening because we get the complaints early in the year. What we're saying is that if you have to make a big purchase like a washing machine, a laptop, you know, something like that, a high-end item, ensure that you do your due diligence. And what we mean by that, we have the internet. It's no longer is it required for you to physically walk from store to find out what the offers are. You can go online and check it out. You can even go into the store, take a picture of the code that is ID the item, and plug it into your search engine and find out whether or not it's defective, has it been recalled, what are the expectations of this brand and this type of product, and do your due diligence before you make that decision, so that when you make that error, at least you would have felt better within yourself, and at least we'll be able to protect you because you would have gotten a proper receipt, got a written warranty to say whether or not...
That's the part that's important.
The written warranty to say what is included and what is the time frame, and ensure that they test the item. Of course, they can't test a washing machine, but whatever appliances and electrical items you're buying, make sure they're checked.
I don't know if you have this data, but your calls for problems would be mostly in what area? Would it
appliances and electrical items. It's up by 9%. Between April and October of this year, We've it's about 33.4% of all our complaints are appliances and electrical
I'm not
items.
asking you to tell us this, but is it coming from the same people, or is it right across the board?
It's across the board. It's across the board, and some of it has to do with consumer responsibility.
Which means?
Means that they're not doing enough homework, and that they're taking something that is of too good an offer.
Yeah, man, if it's too good to be true.
If it's too good to be true.
Is.
And if you're being offered to relinquish the GCT, don't do it. Because usually that's a red flag.
Really?
That something is going to go wrong, and you won't have anything to back you up.
But why are you giving me a hard time? Why you don't get the people who tell me everything all right a hard
Well,
time?
because they do it verbally. It's not written.
They've absorbed themselves.
They would never admit that they offer a discount without allowing you to pay your GCT, which is against the law, really. So what we're saying to consumers, pay your GCT. It says it's okay. I need my written warranty and I need my receipt.
Hold on 1 second. But why would that be a red flag? I mean, that I don't pay. Why would I be thinking that something is right with this because I'm not paying the GCT?
Well, if it's not across the board being offered and advertised that this store is offering a discount on all appliances between Monday and Thursday, you won't have to pay your GCT, it's 15% off. They have to pay the GCT. They will calculate that price. However, if you walk into a store and somebody whispers in your ear, oh, I can give you this stove for $25,000.
Chances are when it's a
chances are, if you get a verbal agreement, that person will deny that they even sold you that item. Because what it will mean, it will not be written on a receipt. You will not have a warranty. And so when you have a problem with that item, we will have a difficulty defending you from the CAC point of view.
When you say up by 9%, how much numbers we're talking about here now?
Well, I think this time is about nearly 160 or so. But we're talking about persons.
160,000?
No, 160 complaints.
160 complaints.
But you have to bear in mind, these are just persons who have actually spent the time to file a complaint.
Yeah, because some people just can't be bothered.
So
most consumers don't do that, and that's why we're trying to encourage consumers to be a little bit more aggressive.
So get your receipt, get your warranty.
A written warranty.
And if there's an issue, call you guys.
Call
and you will.
at 876-906-5425 or hit us up on Facebook or even email us at info@cac.gov.jm 5425.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks
and you can walk into our office at 34 Trafalgar Road or in Montego Bay, Market Street or Caledonia Avenue in Mandeville.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you for having me.
Happy New Year when it comes. You're gonna be
Merry
busy.
Christmas to you, TVJ.
Communications specialist at the Consumer Affairs Commission, Dorothy Campbell.
All right, soon come back.